Sit back and throw one back with your pinkies in the air and a middle finger to the world. And join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in professional wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a big old thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's look back on this day in pro wrestling history. Woo! It is January 19th, and we're going to start off like we always do on a positive note. Your pro wrestling birthdays. 1941, I heard this man won titles in Rio de Janeiro. Pat Patterson. 1972, I swear this man's a vampire because he never ages. R-Truth. Of course, sadly, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths. 2007, Bam Bam Bigelow. And just 4 years later, in 2011, Bam Bam Bigelow's first manager, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Alright, enough of the sad stuff, especially since Bam Bam was my favorite big man in the business. Let's go ahead and move on to your pro wrestling history highlights. 1880, at the original Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York, William Muldoon defeats Theobald Bauer to become the first American Greco-Roman heavyweight champion. He will hold the title until his retirement at the end of 1891. 1980, Kato Kung Lee defeats Americo Rocca to win the NWA World Welterweight title in Mexico City, Mexico. 1981, Carlos Colon and Invader One defeat Dennis Connery and Dutch Mantell for the WWC North American Tag Team titles. 1984, Johnny Saint wins his third British World Light Heavyweight title in Hastings, England, defeating Jackie Robinson, not the baseball player. 1987, Owen Hart defeats Mike Shaw for the Stampede North American Heavyweight title. 1991, the WWF holds its third annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view in Miami, Florida. Entering at number 24, Hulk Hogan won his second consecutive Royal Rumble match, last eliminating Earthquake. Also in 1991, Jumbo Teruzza wins his third AJPW Triple Crown title, ending the second reign of Stan Hansen. 1992, the WWF holds its fourth annual Royal Rumble event at the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, New York. Ric Flair, entering in at the number 3 spot and lasting nearly 60 minutes, wins the match and the WWF title, last eliminating Sid Justice and Hulk Hogan. Also in 1992, the UWA World Tag Team title changes hands twice in Tokyo, Japan, as Gran Hamada and Kendo defeat Brazo de Oro and Brazo de la Plata for the vacant title. Then the Cowboys, Silver King and El Tejano, win the titles from Hamada and Kendo. 1997, the WWF holds the 9th annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Steve Austin, who entered at the number 5 position, wins the match, last eliminating Bret Hart. Also at the same event, Shawn Michaels pins WWF champion Psycho Sid, starting his second reign. 2003, the WWF holds its 15th annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view at the Fleet Center in Boston, Massachusetts. Brock Lesnar gets the win in the Royal Rumble match, having entered at number 29 and last eliminating Dave Bautista. Those were your pro wrestling history highlights for January 19th. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.